Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to see how I make my homemade laundry detergent. It's super easy. So the video shouldn't even be too long. When I first saw this recipe, I think I found it on Pinterest. I thought it would be very time consuming, and so I kind of steered clear of making my own laundry detergent. But the first time that I made it, it was so easy. It literally lasted me I want to say at least 4 or 5 months. So obviously, depending on the amount of laundry that you do and how much detergent that you use in each load, it's going to. I've seen it's going to last a different amount of time. I've seen some posts that say theirs lasted for like a year. Mine didn't last quite that long, but I have 3 people in my house. So anyway, so let's just go ahead and get started so that the video isn't too long. So I'm first going to go over the things that you need and the sizes. So the first thing that you're going to need to pick up is this big box of pure baking soda, and this one is, it says net weight 4 pounds. So this is the one that you can pick up. You're also going to want to pick up an all-natural super washing powder, which this one says 55 ounces or 3 pounds. So you want to pick that one up. Also going to pick up a box of borax, and this one is 4 pounds, 12 ounces. You're also going to want to get 3 of these Fells Naphtha bars by Purex. These are usually like 97 cents. You can usually get them at Walmart. Most of these things I got at my local Walmart. I have heard that some places don't carry like the borax, so you'll have to either find a store in your area that does carry them, or you might have to order it online. And then you're going to get a Purex crystals. Now this is not required. You don't have to have the Purex crystals. Basically, this is just your fragrance. So if you don't like a lot of fragrance in your laundry detergent, you can totally skip this. And I might skip it, and I'll let you know why later. And I also picked up this all stain lifters laundry booster. Now, the last time that I did this recipe, I actually used the OxyClean brand. But when I went into the store, I saw that they had a new all brand that I had never seen before, and I decided to get this for 2 reasons. One, it does the same thing as the OxyClean claims to do. The second reason is it was less expensive, and the third reason is that it's free and clear. And the reason why I wanted the free and clear is because this is the detergent that I typically will buy for Kelsey because she has eczema, and it doesn't have any dyes or fragrances or anything like that. So I decided this was a really good idea for this batch because I wanted to try out with the all free and clear. And then the last thing that you're going to need is obviously a container to put the detergent in. I picked this one up from Walmart. This is plenty of space. In fact, I could probably do 3 batches of detergent in this. So you don't have to have one that's this large. But I wanted to make sure that you want to make sure that it has an airtight cover, because whenever you're finished using your detergent, you always want to close it, because if too much moisture gets into it, then the texture of it will change. Okay. All right. So the only thing that you're going to do in this is basically just pour all of your ingredients into your container. The only thing that requires a little bit more work is your bars, your laundry bars. They have to be grated. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the first thing that you're going to do is take each bar of your Fells Naphtha and you're going to grate it into your container. This is actually the most time consuming part of making this detergent, but even with doing this, it's still a pretty quick process. So what you want to do is this grater that I have, the side that I use is going to be this side. I'll just show you the size of the flakes. So they're coming out to be about this size, and that's fine, because what's going to happen is the flakes are going to dissolve in your water. So if they're a little chunky, that's fine. Just going to go ahead and grate all 3 of these into your container. Alright guys, so it took me altogether maybe about 5 minutes to grate the 3 laundry bars into my container. So like I said, that's the most time consuming part of this whole process. So it looks a little bit like that, or it looks like that rather. All right, so the next thing that you're going to do is literally just take all of your other ingredients and just go ahead and pour it into your container. Now you're going to want to use the whole box of each one of the items that I showed you. Now what I am going to talk about now is the Purex crystals. Now, if you have a home where, you know, no one has sensitive skin, then you just go ahead and just dump this right on into your mixture, into your detergent. My daughter, like I mentioned earlier, she has eczema. And I'm not exactly sure that I want to pour this in because, for one, it's only for the sake of fragrance, and I don't really mind just using the laundry bars as fragrance. I don't want to run the risk of irritating her skin anymore. So I think what I'm going to do this time is put this aside and just use it the way it's supposed to be used, which is an in-wash fragrance booster, and I'll just use it for my and my husband's clothes, but I'm going to keep And don't worry, I know you see all this dust everywhere. My daughter is taking a nap, so she's not inhaling any of this. All right, and the last thing is the Oxy Booster. This actually here is a cool container to save. Even if, I mean, if you make a big batch and you want to kind of like section it out, I would keep this container. This is what I call a good quality container, and it also comes with a scoop that you can also use for your detergent. But go ahead and pour that in. I love reusing containers because I'm constantly making DIY stuff, and I love having these little containers around. So I'll probably keep that. All right, and then of course if you're using a Purex, go ahead and put that in. But other than that, just go ahead and stir it up. Don't need a lot of this for your loads. Obviously, depending on the size of the load, you'll kind of determine how much you want to use. One of the women I saw on Pinterest, she said she uses like a tablespoon per load. I probably use a little bit more than that, just because I don't know. I'm just used to using more than a tablespoon of detergent in a load. So typically, I'll usually, for a medium load, I'll use probably about, that's about a quarter of a scoop. For a medium load. So you can kind of determine how much you need to use, but it works great. Like I said, keep your top on so that the texture stays the same. It doesn't dry up or get clumpy. So that's really it. If you have any questions, leave them below. Make sure that you check out my blog at niftymahogonymom.com. You can save time, save money, and save your sanity while managing your home. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.